Okay, so we are live right now. Currently, it is about 10 p.m. on March 9th, Wednesday night, and I was just told that there was a new post on the forums with some new patch notes, so here we are delivering that. This was posted 16 minutes ago by Sentient Anomaly, and it reads, "Hello everyone, we have an update from the Guild Wars 2 team. We will be localizing this for German, French, and Spanish as soon as possible." It reads, "Hi all, last week we made some changes to the final encounter of the Jade Sea meta event." Minor spoilers to the Jade Sea meta coming in 5 seconds. If you don't want to hear that, then just stop the video. Okay. Jade Sea meta event is, of course, Dragon's End. To help improve the accessibility of the fight, and we're happy to see that the rate of successful event completions continues to rise each day. We've kept a close eye on the community discussion after those updates were made, and today we have 2 more changes we'd like to discuss. When it comes to the community discussion, I really don't want to rehash this, because the other day, 2 days ago, I put down a video that was like an hour long on this subject where I was talking about it. And some people were very, we'll say, passionate about it, and I honestly don't want to go back into that topic for any extended period of time again. So if you're interested in that, that video's there. If not, we'll just keep going. So, first change, effective immediately, we have reduced the frequency at which the Jade Sea final boss activates their tail. Now, they're being cryptic here, so that simply reading the patch notes doesn't give you a spoiler. But, of course, if you've been doing the Dragon's End meta event, it's talking about Suwon's tail by 50%. This will give players longer windows to deal damage to the boss and contend with the various other mechanics of the encounter. To be clear, this change does not require a game build to take effect. Now, I was blessed with Grouch-a-Roo, who works for ArenaNet, if you don't know him already. He was in my stream chat just a little while ago, and we had the opportunity to ask him, is this change live right this second? And the answer was yes, it's already live. So no matter when you see this video, this change should already be in the game. Secondly, in the March 15th update, so that is, what day is the 15th? That is next Tuesday. We'll be providing players with an alternate path for acquiring this Siege Turtle egg, which unlocks the collection required for the Siege Turtle mount. Now, if this happens to be the first video you've seen on this topic, the very, very first step, I'm gonna go to my in-game view of getting a Siege Turtle mount, is to get an egg from completing the Dragon's End meta event, which has proven to be very challenging because the Dragon's End meta event is very challenging. Moving on. So, we'll be adding a new vendor to the Jade Sea Dragon's End map that will sell the Siege Turtle egg at the cost of 200 writs of the Jade Sea. Now, when I saw this, I was really confused because in the game, if I open up my bank here and I go to writs, there are writs of Seitung, New Canaan, Echovold, and Dragon's End. So, when I saw this, I was like, okay, either A, they meant writs of Dragon's End, or B, they're making a new currency. And I asked Grouch-a-Roo, and he kind of was dodgy, but it sounded like they just changed the terminology for the patch notes so that, again, they weren't spoiling people. So I believe it's the writs of Dragon's End, but we will find out if that is correct. The Siege Turtle egg will continue to be awarded to players that successfully complete the battle for the Jade Sea meta event, so players will have the choice to unlock the collection via a challenging meta encounter or through time investment. We're looking forward to seeing how today's tail adjustment plays out, and we'll continue to iterate on the fight until it achieves our goal of being a challenging yet doable encounter for most players. Achieving that goal will require continued attention from us and some patience and learning from our players. Which yeah, I'll keep going. The situation feels not too dissimilar to the release of Tequatl, Triple Trouble, or Dragon's Stand, all of which are popular encounters in Dragon's Stand 2, in Guild Wars 2, Dragon's Stand 2, in Guild Wars 2 to this day. As always, thank you for your feedback. We'll see you in game, the Guild Wars 2 team. So, I was not an active gamer in this game when Tequatl, Triple Trouble, or Dragon's Stand were released. However, I have seen countless forum threads and a bunch of Reddit posts that have been linked to me. I don't really go there unless people link this stuff to me. That basically had compared this to those. Apparently when Tequatl, Triple Trouble, or Dragon's Stand first came out, they were very hard to beat. Triple Trouble apparently went a week or weeks before anybody beat it. And, you know, it was basically thanks to a couple of very, very dedicated commanders, again, trying to wrangle 50 cats, the cats are players, and get them all to do the right thing at the right time. And so, you know, they're basically saying, like, yes, this is really tough, but you guys had these same problems for these other events, and now y'all farm them. So, you know, maybe calm down a little bit, as, you know, there's a lot of people being very passionate about it. I myself was very disheartened after, you know, losing on that event many, many times. Some other people took it as a personal assault against their honor when they lost on there multiple times and were a bit more passionate about it. But yeah, so they're basically just asking for people's patience. Again, to recap, the tail nerf, which should, if you ever failed the event because you kept having to kill another tail, kill another tail, kill another tail because of bad RNG, that should no longer be a thing. Now, if you failed the event for any other reason, you might, you know, I'm not saying that one would have been successful. Most of my events didn't fail because of this particular reason, but this will make more of the fails become successes now. If you want to buy the item to start getting the Jade Turtle without doing the meta, save up 200 writs of what I believe they meant as Writ of Dragon End, and wait until next Tuesday. And it will appear on a vendor, and you can just scoop that up, and then you can decide on your own time if you wish to do the meta event for your own joy and or pleasure. Now, that's the end of the facts. My own personal thoughts is, if they want to make this meta become something that is often done by the community. For example, we as a community love doing Drizzlewood Coast because it pays good money. Dragon's Stand, it's decent money, but also it gives you, it's the only place where you can get crystal and ore. Also, in Dragon's Stand, there's 3 chances of getting basically lottery items. Invisible boots drop there, and they're worth thousands of gold. Death-Branded Shatterer, not great money, but drops the crystal infusion, which is worth thousands of gold, so people go there for a shot at winning the lottery. Now, Dragon's End, at this moment, does not have a lottery item, and it takes 2 hours, and if you fail, you get pretty much nothing, and you will... Hey, thank you for the sub. I'll give you the full shout out in a minute. You get pretty much nothing if you fail, and the gold per hour, if you're just like a farmer, is not good. So I would imagine... Oh, someone said there's another dev response? Oh, hold on a sec. I did not realize there was 2 in 1. Okay, so it was brought to my attention that there was another post that was on the Reddit, which I would have never found because I am terrified of that place. So on the Reddit, they had a link to the same notes I just read you, but in addition, there's some stuff down in the comments. Groucharoo, who did not take the time to tell me this stuff to my face when he was in here earlier, how dare he, said, just wanted to note that we are aware of and agree with the feedback regarding meta rewards. We'll take the first steps toward addressing this in the March 15th release, but our ultimate goal is to ensure that EOD meta events are worth returning to, similar to Heart of Thorns metas. Thanks to the feedback. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. So that's exactly what I was just talking about. If they wanted us to keep going to this, because again, there are some meta events similar to Serpent's Ire. People don't do them, and they seem fine with that. I mean, there's like, what, 64 zones in the game? They can't have all of them be stuff we want to do daily, I imagine. You know, there's going to be some people that just pick based on gold per hour, some that just want the crystal infusion to turn into a purple cat, and, you know, some who need crystal and ore, so they go to Dragon's Stand, and on and on and on and on and on. This one needed a reason for people to want to go back. So if the meta, which takes 2 hours, and has a chance to fail and you get nothing, has a really good reward, like an infusion or something, that could be what it needs to make people want to do it on a more regular basis. But yeah, that's it. That's all we've got for today. If you know anything about this that I have missed, or maybe more news has come out since you saw this video go live, put it in the comments down below and share it with others, because that is what we like to do here. And I'll see y'all next time.